as you can tell, this is not about us. It's about we. It's not about me or Zach. It's about you guys. This is why we do it. So that's why we are here, by the way. We should have shared our why. While anybody else was wanting to jump in, my why is to, really co-create a new level of healing and leaders that heal themselves to then heal the world. We can all agree that we're going through challenging times right now, and old structures are literally dissolving right before our eyes, and therefore it takes a new level of structure for us to build, new world that we want to live in, not the world that we're told to live in, so to speak. So that's why I'm here. And
beautiful.
You?
Yeah, really my intention is to share with you guys the Healy story from my eyes the last 6 or 7 months, using this within my community. I've personally scanned, if we could get everyone to mute, that'd be awesome. I've personally scanned, 200 people with my Healy, and I've met so many amazing people who have then used the Healy in their life to transform their health. So my intention is to share with you how amazing this machine is, because right now there's a consciousness shift that whether we like it or not. And I truly believe that this device is designed to help us shift through these times in a more effective, more sustainable, more grounded way as all the energies are shifting. And this community, the most exciting thing about the Healy for me are the people that this is connecting. I truly believe all of us right now are superheroes in our own life, right? And together we've come together for like the Avengers movie. We've come together and we're all, working together in amazing ways, but together we're so much more powerful. We're linking up, and a rising tide lifts all boats. So why don't we all lift each other's boats together, right? So let's just get straight into this. I don't know if you have any other shares, please check them into the chat. I'm going to quickly share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see this? All right. So yeah, thank you guys for jumping on. Thanks for your time. As I said, that's our intention, and yeah, super excited to be here. I heard about the Healy through one of my health mentors about 6 or 7 months ago. He had an experience with the Healy that literally within his hand, he held it, and using the app and the technology, it scanned his body and it figured out that he needed to relax more. And so he ran the relaxations program, and an hour later he felt so relaxed, so calm, and it felt like he felt after he had a healing session with one of his healers many years ago, and he was blown away by it. And then he also woke up the next day after having an incredible night's sleep. So it totally allowed his body to reset. So he calls me up the next day. He goes, "Zach, I don't know what this is, but you got to check it out." And I was like, "What is it?" He's like, it's this machine. It's from Germany. It's based on a company called Time Waver. They have 2,000 practitioners in 40 countries around the world. They have big machines that are about 20,000 euros. And those machines scan the body, and it actually helps balance the chakras and helps reduce pain, helps energy and sleep and vitality. And it works on the cell voltage. And I said, "What are you talking about, cell voltage?" About 10 months ago, I met a mentor of mine. He's been teaching me about quantum biology and how the body, every single reaction in the body is an electrical charge. We are an electromagnetic being, right? And so this machine actually works on the cellular voltage. And we're going to get into the science in a moment as well. And so if we want to have higher vibes, higher vitality, higher health, it's about reconnecting to the healthy frequencies of the sun, the earth, healthy food, structured water, good company, following our passion. And if we're living in this technological world with technology and fake frequencies and 5G and 3G and 4G all around us, why don't we have something that supports our energetic health every day for the rest of our life? And so he mentioned this to me. It blew my mind. There were times that I couldn't even sleep. I was waking up going, "What the heck is this?" And yeah, super excited to share a little bit more about it all. And then, so what happened is my mentor shared it with me. I said to Brandon, I was like, "Dude, there's this machine that scans your chakras and like helps balance you out. I got to go. I can't talk to you right now, but I'll tell you about it later."
And just like literally just planted a seed in my mind. I'm like, there's a machine that can scan chakras. Like what? So obviously, like, if you've been jumping on this, you probably know what chakras are, or chakras are. But you know, these energy sensors that are, you know, gives us the ability to, you know, see what allows energy in and what blocks energy, and how that actually reciprocates with the universe. And, you know, with my own journey, I've kind of gone into this whole personal development scene by accident. Actually, you know, I didn't actually this, you know, plan to be in this kind of industry. I was running events and all the rest, and so this is how Zach and I know each other. But yeah, I discovered the device, and next thing you know, I it was picking up stuff that was going on in my life. Like, to give you some idea, last year was one of the most challenging times of my life. Um, and I used to work for Tony Robbins and all the rest. And I basically had a falling out with my mother. And when I actually went to the meeting for the first time, you know, we're crowding around this table where your mentor actually, you know, came down and gave us all a scan. A week prior to that, I had a conscious conversation, a very truthful conversation with my mother, basically telling me to, if I didn't break up with the girlfriend I had at the time, I was not going to be able to, you know, be accepted in the family. And so I was just like, you know, I told her to get stuffed, not so politely. And a week later, I had my first aura scan. And it picked up, literally, the Healy picked up, the person's feel like his mother's love came at blackmail and control. And I was like, what the, like, you, and I explicitly remember you capturing that moment. And I was just, you could see, like, I don't know if you could see that video
I've got it
again.
on video.
If you got the video, you can see my body language. I'm all tensed. I'm surprised. I'm taken aback. Like, there's, and I just, my whole world just kind of collapsed there and then, where I for one, I've been investing like $150,000 to $200,000 into my development over the last 7 years, doing personal development, Tony Robbins, all that kind of stuff. And every time I would get to the bottom of like what was going on in my life, it would always come back to mother relationship, you know, quote unquote issues, traumas, which has been the greatest gift of all, by the way. Like, you know, she's been the greatest coach of all, I say now. But the fact that in 30 seconds flat, like, it took me 7 years to get to the bottom of this, in 30 seconds flat, it picked up what was going on in my life. And so I was like, well, we know that energy does not lie, but I didn't know a device could actually do that. So that kind of put me on a path. This was about 6 months ago, where life has literally never been the same since.
And seeing that, you know, one of my best friends having the Healy over coffee, having this read his body and an emotional scan come up, and him being blown away by it, I was like, what is this? How does this really work? Like, what's going on here? So that it sparked my curiosity. And, you know, we're going to go into how it all works in more detail. But for me, you know, doing the scan, things like challenges with father issues coming up, or things around self-worth issues as well, and then actually pinpointing what was out of balance for me in the moment. So things around thyroid or hormones or digestion, and energy and anxiety and stress. This will pinpoint out of 120 programs what's most out of balance. So we're going to go through all that, the microcurrent, how that works, who and how Healy works, as well as the support that you get as well within the team. And we'd love to get some testimonials and shares from a couple of people as well. We'll open that up in a few minutes. But, you know, this all backdates through history to Nikola Tesla. Without Nikola Tesla, we wouldn't have the electricity that has lit the world. You know, so this actually works. A lot of our inspiration comes from Nikola Tesla, because he talks about, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in frequency, energy, and vibration. And that's what time and space is made up of, right? And so if we can tap into those these forces and work with them, not against them, and align with them, we can heal our body in incredible ways. So, you know, my question to you guys is like, what are some of your health challenges right now? You know, what are some of your health goals? Are you wanting to improve your energy? Are you wanting to reduce stress, anxiety? Are you wanting to help digestion or skin issues or pain or hair, you know, help support your eyes? The testimonials are amazing. You're literally sitting with people and they're doing the eye program. Within a short period of time, they were saying their eyes are less foggy, you know. Or a friend of mine who had insomnia for many years is saying that he's having the longest night's sleep in about 5 years. He's having the longest night's sleep. Or people who go to the chiropractor and spend hundreds of dollars every couple of weeks on an adjustment are saying they haven't gone to the chiropractor in 3 or 4 months, because this is helping support their body. So they're saving a lot of money as well. And the testimonials are just Amazing.
Mm.
Yeah. And so what it all comes back to, guys, is the device. And just a quick, we'll read the disclaimer real quick. So Healy is a medical device for the treatment in chronic pain, fibromyalgia, skeletal pain, and migraine, as well as for the supportive treatment of mental illness such as depression, anxiety, and related sleep disorders. All other applications of the Healy are not recognized by conventional medicine due to the evidence in the sense of conventional medicine, which means Healy is definitely ahead of its time.
Yeah, way ahead of its time.
So, yeah, with that, guys, I'll quickly go through some of the science, but what have been some more of your results?
Oh man, like I've been able to, despite the fact that I put a lot of pressure on myself, and this is something that I've been working on as of recent, but I've actually allowed myself to, sleep in, or even if I'm putting myself a lot of pressure with workload, it's allowed me to bounce back quicker. Like I'm running frequencies while I'm sleeping within the sleep categories, for example, anything from fatigue to exhaustion, just to be able to do more with a lot less sleep. But now I'm kind of transitioning out of that structure, that phase. But in past times, it's really helped me. Back when I first found this device,
With allergies, right?
Well, there was that like as well. It cured allergies. But yeah, I was working 16, 17-hour days. So it's really helped me with my energy and just maintaining. But it really, what blew my mind was it cured one of my allergies when I had a peanut reaction. To the equivalent, we're here in the Gold Coast with one of our friends, Elizabeth, and she helped me with, because I get a swelling in my throat. When I had some peanuts, I got, what was it, like a peppermint oil, and it was this exact same effect. It was
so peppermint oil would clean up the
peppermint and lavender, and it cured, my allergy. But with this device, it actually was a prevention when you accidentally fed me peanuts.
Accidentally fed Granny peanuts one day, and he's allergic to peanuts. So obviously, yeah, everyone's different, and this works on the frequencies to support the energies, the body's ability to resist an allergy as well, which is really cool. So just a little bit of science here, guys. In life, we have stress, right? We have emotional stress, we have physical stress, we have toxins, we have the frequencies, radiation frequencies around us. We have so many different stresses in our life every single day. We can't hide from them, and over time these stresses cause less and less of a cell voltage to be within the cell, and that causes things like inflammation. It causes cell division, cell death. Okay, so obviously this is just what's happening to life, and the more stress that we have on the body, the quicker we age and the more susceptible we are to these preventable diseases that people talk about, that are pandemics. And so what the Healy does is works on the opposite way, bringing the cell voltage from a low voltage up to a healthy voltage, helping you have less inflammation, helping you have less aches and pains, bringing it into flow and charge. So that's really simply the simplest way to explain it. It works on the cell voltage. It's kind of like a defibrillator to the areas of your body that aren't functioning very well. So it works on the physical, mental, emotional, the meridian, chakras, the bioenergetic field, and learning as well. So there's 120 different programs. The first part of the Healy, right, is the analysis. So inside of here is a crystal, just like the radio. With the radio, when we tune it in to different frequencies, one frequency discrepancy can change the song completely. It can be static, or it can be absolute incredible song that you want to listen to. So this actually tunes in through the research for 13 years in Germany and around the world with these practitioners. They've figured out how to actually measure the frequency of our body, all these different energy fields. So the skin, energy, vitality, all the different parts of our body. Once it then analyzes the body and pinpoints which frequencies are needing support with the body, it then delivers the program, the frequency, through little electrodes, through your wrists, ear clips, or sticky pads onto the body. So with some of the programs, you're looking at things, programs around relaxation, releasing tension out of the body, energy, being in balance are really good for meditation, staying calm, staying present. Care is more for the immune system. Pure is more for helping release impurities, environmental toxins out of the body as well. Which one of these is your favorite?
Definitely energy.
Energy is a good one.
Energy and being are the two ones that are my favorite.
Would love to hear some of your, for those of you who have a Healy who are watching, please comment your favorite frequency right now. Would love to hear what you guys are running. What have we got here? So here are some of the other programs, the program categories. So we've got pain and psyche for chronic back pain, joints, jaw, local, migraine, insomnia, anxiety, depression. You know, you might think of some people that actually are suffering with some of these right now. And, you know, being able to help someone with a frequency machine is amazing. Being able to sit down with someone, go to their house, or them come over to you and actually offering them a solution without it being a pill or a potion or some pharmaceutical, I think is really exciting. And this is truly the future of you know, this healing community that is forming. Learning, we've got memory, concentration, learning acute, we got exams, stress. So for students, people who are, look, that came up for me recently. You know, during the COVID time, I felt there was a lot of pressure learning about vaccines, learning about, you know, the COVID time, learning about business and life and all this stuff happening. I was overwhelmed, and it kept coming up in my scan, learning systems and concentration system. So I did those for 3 days back to back, and I felt I was so much more focused, more aligned, and more had more clarity on what was going on in my life. Another one that really helped me as well was the joint local in my jaw. I used to have about for the last 10 years, a lot of TMJ tension, and literally putting these sticky pads on there for 20 minutes, 80% of the pain disappeared. So it's pretty amazing. And you know, your friend Rob, he tried on his back, and the first time we were here in the Gold Coast for 10 minutes, and he said, yeah, 50-60% of the pain was gone in 10 minutes.
And he was almost not going to come because of his back pain, like, because it was an hour drive from Brisbane to the Gold Coast. And he was actually stating, oh, I don't really want to go. And funnily enough, when he did the scan, it came up with back pain.
His scan came up with back pain, right? He was like, oh, I wonder what's going to come up. It just pinpointed that.
Yeah, straight away.
And the things that sometimes people go, oh no, you know, like, it's not going to figure it out. It figures it out. My little brother has a little bit of acne, and it pinpointed skin program, acne program. This pinpointed it. So whether you've gone to the gym, I went to the gym and it actually came up fitness programs, muscles, because it was out of balance. So you can imagine what's going on in your life. Is it a fitness? Are you at the gym a lot and that's putting your body out of balance? Are you not getting a good quality sleep? Is that taking you out of balance? Is there pain in your body that's taking you out of balance? This will pinpoint it and then offer you frequencies. Each one of these has about 400 different frequencies that will direct into your body to support it. If it's sleep, these help with the parasympathetic nervous system, helping relax the nervous system so you get into a deeper, more reparative sleep and wake up more refreshed. Things around fatigue, exhaustion. A lot of people love the positive thoughts, the activation, you know?
I actually did a scan last night after waking up really early, 3 hours sleep, waking up to get to the Gold Coast, and it came up with sleep. I was like, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
It's just pinpoints. It just pinpoints it so well. So what else do we have here, guys? We've got beauty and skin. So skin, hair, inner beauty, aging, nails, skin elasticity, acne, wounds. You know, there was a chef friend of ours and it came up in his skin, and then it recommended the scar system, and he was a chef and he had just burnt himself on his hand. Like, what the heck? Mental balance. If you're going through stressful times, I highly recommend mental balance, acute, inner strength, emotional well-being, feel-good system. It also works on the meridians, which is the energy lines of our body. So allergy meridian, I'm sure you use that.
Yeah, mainly.
Bladder, fatty degeneration, skin, joints, heart. So if you know anyone who's struggling with their health, you know, who might be relying on lots of supplements, you know, having this as an option for them is so good, right? And that feeling you get when you actually offer somebody a solution that actually works. You know, we love being able to help friends and family. And that's when I saw this, I was like, the possibility of this is everyone, you know, everyone has stress in their life, and there's frequencies for everyone. As you guys can see, there's frequencies for immune system, cold, hormones, eyes, nerves, flexibility, potency, menstrual cycle, menopause, prostate, head, liver function, toxins, bacteria. So like, it just goes on, all the chakra programs, even the protection programs as well. for electrosensitivity. So, one of my first questions was, is this going to help against 5G? Is this going to help against all these crazy frequencies? And, the best thing for 5G and radiation is distance. Ideally, in nature, separate ourselves from the actual source of the radiation. But in this, the programs help with the systems that support the energy system that support, the resistance to electromagnetic frequencies. So the geopathy as well, which is the frequencies around a house, frequencies around cities and things. I use that. I'm on my computer a lot, and I started using those electrosensitivity and geopathy, and I found I was more consistent throughout the day and had less of a crash in the afternoon as well. Then you've got deep cycle, which is all about your kidneys, more of a detox cycle there. That program isn't released until 10 days after you get your Healy, because they're more intense programs. So what we have here, we've got just a recap. This is application based, so it works with your smartphone, and you can use it on an iPad or a tablet. It's got a quantum sensor inside the Healy, which is inside of here, 144,000 frequencies, and each one of those is about 400 of those in each program. Alrighty, is this not blowing your mind, guys? Like, does this not excite you? Like, there's a device that you can carry around in your pocket 24/7 that's helping support your body's natural bioenergetic field, right? This is an absolute miracle. Only the health practitioners were able to receive this and sell this and help their clients with it, Who's this? I'm so excited. I want another one. Nice. And so how do the frequencies get into the body, right? So I guess you could say it zaps you with frequency through sticky pads, through the ear clips, and through the wristbands, okay? And so you can run 3 frequencies a day, ideally drinking a couple of glasses of water with every session. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So who created Healy, right? For those of you out there who also have a Healy, would love to know your favorite fact about Marcus. My favorite fact about Marcus is when we had him on a webinar the other week, I asked him, like, Marcus, what's your morning routine? Like, what do you do? And he says, Zach, I start my day with lemon and water. And I was like, all right, you've got some pretty healthy habits there, Marcus. Good on you. But he was also a monk for 10 years. He's written 25 books on consciousness. He has his own Institute of Consciousness as well, which is like a TED Talk, but all about high-end consciousness spirituality. And so he created Time Waver, the machine, the bigger machine, about 13 years ago. So, yeah. So, and then what happened is Marcus then connected with Nuno Nina. This guy has multiple clinics around Portugal. He's been using it for 15 years. He's the one responsible for the 144,000 frequencies that are in the Healy. And yeah, so these frequencies have been tried and tested over time. So this is him here. This is the box here you can see on his desk. And this would be a patient. Usually you'd pay $100, $200, maybe more for an hour, 2-hour session with a frequency therapist. And, I had some naturopaths who have a machine that's $20,000 Australian, and clients were coming in and people were seeing, getting sessions with a microcurrent machine, and once a month isn't enough, right? Like, going to the gym, you don't go to the gym once a month. It's not enough. We need it multiple times throughout the week. So with the Healy, it allows you to save the cost on, you don't have to go see a practitioner. You become your own practitioner, and then you can use it multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah.
How good's that? So who else is behind Healy? We've got multiple holistic practitioners. Caroline McMacken, as Clara mentioned before, highly recommend checking her stuff out. In our groups as well, if you have any more questions about the science, the peer-reviewed research, or any of the other practitioners and their story, we have a group, Quantum World International. You can add yourself in there in the unit section. In the files section, there's the Healy manual that goes through everything step by step, understanding more about the quantum sensor and how it all works. But Caroline McMacken, she has been using this as sports, in her sports clinic and sports practice as energy athlete injury prevention, and the testimonials are absolutely insane. The other cool thing about the practitioners here is if you look at some of their credentials, they are naturopaths, they are homeopaths, acupuncturists, epigeneticists, phytotherapy and energy medicines experts. This is a holistic group of people that are behind Healy. As you can imagine, the future of medicine is frequency medicine. We all know that popping another pill is not the future. And this is really where Healy has a head start and such an incredible backing for 13 years. It's kind of like a startup with 13 years of research behind it. And so we're in incredible hands with this company. In terms of blood results, if you want to know about how this affects us on a blood level, which the blood is the river of life. If you look at blood that's stagnated, if your blood looked like this, you'd feel feelings of sluggishness, low energy, low vibe, sick, blocked. You'd feel blocked up, right? You wouldn't feel there's much flow in your body. With the Healy, of one session with the immune system, it went from stagnation to flow, and all the electrical charge with the hemoglobin, your red blood cells, are flowing more effectively. So this would be more energy, vitality, feeling freer, more clear in the mind, things like that, just from 1 hour. Like I remember there was a time a couple of months ago, I was feeling a little bit sick and I was like getting run down. I was working too much, and I did the immune system, and it came up on my scan cold. And so I did the cold program in the immune system. And literally after that, you saw me, I was just like, okay, I'm back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy, eh? So we've got Christian Harper and Dirk. Christian Harper's the investor. He's the one who's injected Healy with a whole bunch of money. And he's the one funding the support of the Healy's growth around the world at the moment. When you look at companies and their growth, a lot of the companies come to a standstill if they don't have enough funding. But with Christian Harper, there's a lot of support there. So there's a lot of longevity with Healy. So enough of me rambling on about how amazing Healy is. I'd love to get some testimonials and some shares. I'd love to pick out, Alice. Are you there? Would love to hear your story. Maybe Renee, maybe Sam, you're brand new too. And one or two others as well. So I'd love to open it up and hear your journey with Healy over the last couple of months. Sam, you want to jump on, bro?
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. So, I mean, I've had my Healy. I actually ordered my Healy about a month ago. It's probably 32 days now. And I talked to Rob, who got introduced to Healy through Zach, I believe. And when I saw the device, literally I watched a 7-minute video. In the first 2 minutes, I was like, I need this. This is next level. This is revolutionary. And I've just been building the business and been using the Healy for the last about 2 weeks. I got one of my business partners, one of my best friends, he's using the Healy right now.
You just muted yourself.
And sorry about that. And he's running release right now. But for me, what it's really done for me is, I'm an insomniac. So I've always had sleeping issues. And after really just using the Kangen water, it's helped me a little bit. But with the Healy, it's honestly taken just my overall life to the next level. I mean, energy's been on point, sleep's been amazing. We just did a workout, and I actually, before Healy, I would always take pre-workouts, just to get, have that energy and to be able to have that circulation. But I ran a circulation, I ran an endurance one, and had an amazing workout in the gym. Later I'll probably run a muscle regeneration. It's honestly been so amazing. And I've actually had the opportunity with the business to bless directly 25 people in the last 30 days. And my team, we have about almost 100 people on the team. So it's been honestly so amazing. And I'm really looking forward to take this company to the next level, because I think this is exactly what humanity needs right now. This is exactly what we need to really take us to this new world that we're creating. Like I heard Brandon saying this, like all the structures are really just falling apart, and that's exactly what's happening. But I believe this is a tool to really help us like ascend and transcend everything that's, all of this noise that's been going around in the world. So I'm super blessed to be a part of this mission. Thank you so much for leading this, guys. And I'm definitely looking forward to just blessing more lives.
Yeah, thanks very much, man, especially for your leadership as well. It's been a blessing working with you so far. So yeah, cool that you've been getting some cool results as well. Who else would like to share as well?
Renee,
Alice?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, I was introduced to this little magical device way back in lockdown in New Zealand in April, sorry, end of April, by one of my health mentors. She's not on here at the moment. She's a Kiwi as well. But she was like, oh my gosh, so I'm a physiotherapist and clinical Pilates teacher, mindfulness coach. I'm very holistic in how I see patients and treat them and empower people to really take care of themselves. And she was like, you may want to have a look at this. And I was like, amazing. And so for me, the first thing was, what's the science? Because I'm very evidence-based in how I work. And it was incredible. Some of the practitioners I've worked with back in Dubai and London were using frequency therapy. And I was like, I'm in. So I bought two. And just slowly building a beautiful team of practitioners with me, osteopaths, nutritionists, PTs. I've got a functional naturopathic doctor in my team in Dubai, a couple of practitioners in London. It's really exciting for me in my health journey as well. I've had quite a big one through emotional trauma, stress, and hormonal imbalance, thyroid, sleep, shingles at one point. You know, we all have stress. We all have this kind of, you know, we all have these same issues as humans, right? It's what happens. It's life. So for me, this is like the last piece of my puzzle to finally feel I've got support from every aspect. And I do all the things from nutrition to sleep and mindfulness, meditation, biohacking, you name it, I'm doing it, I'm trying it. So yeah, it's been a very exciting journey for me. And yeah, so thanks guys for leading the way as well.
Awesome share. Thanks
for sharing.
Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Who else would like to share?
Is Simone? Do you want to share? You've had it for... No, not you. Okay.
No, not yet.
Who else wants to share?
This is Clara from Guam. How are you? I joined just because my husband had a car accident a couple years ago and his back is still hurting. And I heard that this may possibly help him. And I'm learning a lot, just going online, doing my research. And I'm just amazed about Dr. Carolyn McMakin. She's amazing. Everybody should just do a search and listen to everything she has to say. She's a pro, you know? So, and I'm looking forward to I've always been very holistic. So I think that this will fit the bill. So, and the opportunity as well. And I wish everybody the best of luck in good health and prosperity.
I'm here. Yeah, I've actually been borrowing a friend's Healy. I'm still just waiting for mine to get into Bali, but I did borrow it for 6 weeks. So I was using it consistently. And for me, I started with, I just wanted to work on some physical symptoms. So just, you know, a spot of psoriasis in the back of my neck. I had a sore shoulder and I'm a frequent night waker. So I started with it on the physical level and all those symptoms all started to clear up. My psoriasis wasn't as itchy and was clearing up. The shoulder pain is completely gone. And I was actually sleeping through the night. So that for me is quite a miracle. But what I've found, like that's just really nice on a simple physical level. But what I've found is that my, we might need to get, who's that there?
Oh, got it. We got it.
Mute. Oh, okay.
They muted everyone.
But on a larger picture, you know, I love the whole idea of quantum physics, and I read an incredible book called Reality Transurfing, all about, you know, creating our life and the changes we make and, you know, where we want to be. And what I've found is with the Healy, it's just so much bigger than the physical, because you are working with the information field and with the quantum field, and just big leaps. Like, you know, I've stopped eating meat, which was a big one for me. I've been dabbling with that for, you know, kind of in a fight for about 2 years. And I just, made the decision, just stopped, because I just wanted to have a sort of cleaner, lighter diet. So that was the first thing that just sort of came about. And then I'm about to start a detox and do a juice fast. I haven't done that since I've had my son, which was, you know, he's 13 now. So that level of self-care, I just haven't felt like I've had the inner strength to do that. So there's something from running, I think just even the gold cycles that have shifted something on a bigger level, that I now feel like I have the inner strength to do some more self-care. And I'm going to look at doing a Kundalini intensive yoga. So that's something also that I haven't done since having my son. So just expand. Like I feel like I'm expanding just from, and I run usually 2 to 3 programs a day, like usually a gold cycle, then I might do the sleep. If my psoriasis feels like it's flaring up a little bit, I'll do a skin program. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting the resonance and actually seeing what that's going to feed back to me. And I'll definitely be listening to that and following its recommendations. So yeah, I can say it's truly been life-changing for me. So thanks, guys. Thanks for leading the way.
Thanks for sharing.
Amazing. Just loving the
There
journey.
in Bali. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How's it been hanging out with the Healy crew in Bali? Those Max and Taryn.
Amazing. We had an event yesterday and it was just beautiful.
Awesome.
Maybe we'll get one more share. Who have we got? We've got Thomas there. Love to hear you've had a Healy for at least 5 or 6 months, Thomas. I know you're over in, I think, France.
Is he still on the call?
He's just transcended reality. He's just. All right, we'll get a few more shares as we go on. We're going to finish off the prezzo.
Cool.
All right, let's get into it. And I know you want to drop down some words of insight. You know, as this community is growing, you know, around the world. We've just recently launched into America. We've also had, you know, here in Australia, just this incredible community grow. We have flourished really quickly, and with that, you know, I'm blown away. I've never seen this growth of any company in any industry like this. You know, when I first got my Healy, I think it was day 2, I was like, people need to hear this. And so I went on a road trip. We drove up to Queensland here, actually came to this house with Elizabeth, Cheeky Coconuts, who was with Rob, and a few other people. We had a house of 20 people, 25 people, and we were scanning them back to back for about 2 hours. You know, people were getting blown away. There was one lady, Jess Cody, she had the ear clips on for a 20-minute session with the insomnia program. And that night she had a 10-hour sleep, the longest sleep she's had in like 10 years, I think it was. And as we kept traveling and doing all these events, there was more and more testimonials coming up. And that was 6 months ago. And now we're up here again. We've crossed the border. We've got in, and
we've quantum hacked
through the border here in Queensland. It's easy to get through. And now we're running events again to really share what this is all about, because what we're all about is community and unity and unifying and connecting the tribes together. Because at the end of the day, nothing but, you know, Zoom is great, but when you're in person with people that you align with on a common purpose or conscious around health and wellness and business and entrepreneurship, there's an energy that forms, there's a mastermind that forms, and, you know, magic happens. And so, you know, maybe some of you are feeling isolated right now. If you're feeling like haven't found your community, you know, we're doing these events. If you're here in Queensland, or if you know some people too, you can invite them along. But there's a ripple effect going on, right, with what Healy's doing. And it's not a little pebble. It's not one little pebble in the ocean of life. It's a massive boulder, and it's rippling out throughout the whole world. And, you know, with this webinar, we didn't really promote it, and there's, you know, nearly 50 people on it or something. So this is all about bringing people back to and reminding people that they have the ability to self-heal. And when I know when I've filled my cup up with wellness, I just want to share that with other people.
Totally. And like bang on with that community. Like you cannot spell community without unity. Unification within self, unification within what we're here to do, to then pour that out to other people as well. And so that's really what I love about this more than anything, is building leaders, building a community of people who are doing the work. Like there's enough leaders out there that are wounded. Let's be real. Like if you look at any politician, anything that's going on right now, it's really, you're really seeing what's going on, like deep-seated traumas that haven't been worked on, that are trying to push through, you know, corporate structures that's not really aligning towards what our needs are at the end of the day on a soul vibrational level. And so when we're speaking about this, it's not just about the physical device. It's something that's actually made the intangible tangible. It's literally, it's the bridge between science and spirituality. For the first time, we can actually agree on one common thing. It's energy, frequency, and vibration. And we get to take the responsibility within ourselves to be able to transcend that onto other people as well. So that's really what we're about, starting with you, and how that ripple effects come from as a side effect of you being the best version of yourself, being the change you wish to see in the world. And that's what we're here to do. We've been constantly doing the work. And when we actually look at this, like, you know, it's what I love about this company as well is they're not going to sell out. Like, if you look at it from this slide here, Amazon actually tried to buy it. And I can see why. Like, there's still some improvements that needs to be made. Like, it's a startup that's going into adolescence and it's growing rapidly. And so we are actually finding it quite an interesting journey, that despite everything that's going on in the world, these guys are doing it for the common reason of the better good of humanity. Most companies are starting it from the and are being guided by the shareholders' best interests in mind. This is starting from the best interest of us. And it's very rare to see companies like that. It's very rare to see companies that are putting people first over profitability. It's very rare to see that there's companies that are going out there and actually wanting to make an impact on a level where we need to transcend to. And so I really, truly believe that this is a company that's going to tip us into a place of self-actualization. Because look at what's going on right now. Like, the world is in a place where it's like mass hysteria. And if you look at the balance of polarities, you can't help but know that what's on the other side of that pendulum swing is mass self-actualization, people reaching their full potential, people actually doing the work on themselves and really bringing their full light to the table for the world to see. And I really think that this can be, like, for one, you know, the very device that disconnects us, as like we are commonly known as the most highly connected species at this current moment. And yet you look at the statistics, anxiety is increasing, depression is increasing, suicide is increasing. Like, we just got here and there was, like, you know, and it's, yeah, anyway, don't need to talk about it, but
it's, these issues are real.
These issues are real. It's because we are not connected to our true purpose in life. We're not connected to other like-minded beings. We think we are, but we're not. And so what I love about this is it's using the technology that disconnects us to reconnect ourselves to ourselves. It's kind of like a Trojan horse to spirituality. And so with everything that's going on right now, it's like, well, it's come at a perfect time. Like they say, timing is everything. And if you're on this call right now, I truly believe that, you know, this is the right time, just like it was the right time for us. You know, there's no coincidence whatsoever. So
this totally, we were not expecting this device to enter our life.
Oh,
you know, I was working, doing presenting. I was had some other businesses I was focusing on, and as soon as I heard that there was a device that actually helped do what this did, I said to myself, and Brandon, and so many people have been saying to themselves, they're saying, if this product does what they say it does, this is going to be an absolute disruption to the whole world. You know, my vision right now, seeing this and being using this for 6 months, I'm more excited about it 6 months in than I was in the beginning. You know, I'm healthier now than I was 6 months ago. I've learned so much about myself. It's helped open up my heart and figure out parts of my personality and my ego and who I am, and help me reflect on what is my truth. And yes, we have meditation and practices and inner knowing, but to have something that gives the feedback and it speeds up the rate of learning something and feeling into that and actually allowing and delving deep into this, it's been fascinating. And the people who, you know, my friends in the fitness and health industry are realizing that, you know, there is a deeper level to consciousness and life. And if we can see that right now, there's only like less than 100,000 people that own a Healy in the whole world. Their vision is 100 million. So you can imagine in 12 months time, when there's 100,000, maybe, you know, 500,000, 1 million people in the next few years, 10 million people, 100 million people every single day supporting themselves energetically without pharmaceuticals, with a frequency therapy machine, with the backing of so much science that's supporting everyone. Say if it's like a 2% or 1% shift in supporting people's energy, collectively, if we all do that together, how the vibration of the whole planet, the Schumann resonance, how the whole vibe of the planet can be disrupted for the better. And so that's how I see, I think every man, woman, and child, you know, even pets need to have this device as well, because there's even going to be frequencies for pets coming out too as well. And
on that point, it's powerful because we can actually take charge. Like, a problem well stated is a problem half solved. This is what my mentor always taught me. Like, what does that mean? It's like, basically, when you get to the root cause of a problem, which, by the way, a problem really just exists in our own mind, but that is energy in of itself. When you can get to the root cause of the problem, what caused it, then you can transform, then you can change, but not until you actually know where to look. You know, it's like if you don't know where your keys are, you can't open that door. You know, so this is, I feel, is like a key to be able to unlock so many limited things that are trapped within our body that blocks us from our true potential. So that shows up in numerous amount of ways, including the aura scan, which we'll dive a little bit more deeper in a second, break down the devices as well.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are asking, you're probably wondering how much is the device. So depending on where you are in the world, all the prices are related to euros. So the first, we're going to do the US right now because there's a US promotion. There's also the Australian dollar here as well. Because of the exchange rate in Australia, it's probably the cheapest the resonance has ever been. And so there's a promotion in the US at the moment that finishes June 30th, where each one of these devices gets an upgrade to the next one. Each device has a 2-year warranty, a 14-day money-back guarantee. Trial it out, have it at home for 2 weeks. If you don't love it, literally you get all your money back. So there's zero risk. Worst case scenario, you get all your money back. Best case scenario, you start using this to help support your health and your family's health and to really live a healthy and happier life. And that's what it's all about, you know, leading with the health results of what this product does. This is, you know, and people are asking about the business side of it. Literally, we just show people the product and the business grows automatically. Yeah. Like, everyone needs to drink healthy water. Everyone needs, you know, to look after themselves with, you know, healthy organic products and things like that in their life. Everyone needs, in my opinion, a Healy device, an energy supportive bioenergetic feedback machine that supports us to navigate the healthiest path. Like, of course, everyone does. So depending on the investment, the gold, the Healy Health Plus, the Holistic Health Plus, they just have the frequencies. The gold has 20 programs. The Holistic Health has 50 programs. The Holistic Health Plus has 120 programs. They don't scan. The only one that scans is the Healy Resonance. That scans also for Bach flower remedies, the amino acids, the I Ching, the Materia Medica, the Sesandra salts, as well as the Alaska gem elixirs. So it's the frequencies of these things plus the 7 body chakras. It also does a vibrate setting that helps shift the information field, and as well as pinpointing out of the 120 programs which one your body needs right now, if it's the health, if it's the sleep or the fitness or whatever the program is. So that's only the Healy Resonance. In the US, there's a promotion where it's about $900 US off. So what you want to do is, if you want to get started with a machine, talk to the person that invited you into this webinar, send them a message and say, hey, can I learn some more? And if you want to take advantage of that promotion, you go through someone's link, someone's distributor link, then you join their team. And with the team, what we have so much support. We have built a full portal for the product to become an expert in the product, how to use it for yourself and your family. We have ongoing support, pretty much lifetime support with the Healy in terms of just the product. If you just want to have the product, or if you want to start sharing this with other people, if you want to start creating a secondary source of income, Brandon and I have created probably got like 50 hours or 30 to 50 hours of content in there we've been developing over the last month, pinpointing the 7 skills in order to share this, the 5 belief systems that we need to align to help us share this effortlessly, as well as money mindset. We've got a social media academy in there as well to help you create a personal brand, how to post, how to create a funnel. We've got all the systems in there. It's incredible.
Plus live training as well.
They're live trainings. They're with the team, with people who are going through challenges, emotional challenges, psychological challenges, business, mindset, family, whatever the challenges are, we're working with people one-on-one. So when you get started, guys, you get connected to a community. You know, you get connected to these webinars, trainings, resources, as well as getting the device. Every device has the ear clips, the wristbands, and the sticky pads. In the US, I don't think they have the ear clips. That's the only thing about the US. In the US, there is a little bit of a delay as well, because they've just launched there. They've had, you know, tens and tens of thousands of units being sold. There is a delay at the moment, but they will come through with all that. As you can imagine, you know, right now we are pioneering the expansion of the first portable frequency therapy device globally, where we have access to share this with the world. And so, you know, the systems and the expansion of it are you know, there's a little bit of a delay, but everyone will get the machine, just so you know, not to, you know, expect too much.
Well, the beauty of this is things aren't perfect. And if it was, that means you already got in when everybody else got a piece of, you know, really being part of history. So we will stress that things aren't perfect, but we are doing what we do best in ensuring that we are aligning with what we need to do, which is building culture, building community, and building leaders to take on the new wave of what this brave new world is showcasing right now. So yeah, for anybody that has any questions, by all means.
Would love to open up any questions. We're going to stop the recording in a second too. Yeah, that's been it. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. Anything else to share?
Look, all I would say is you've got nothing to lose. We both went in with this knowing that there was 100% money back guarantee. And that was before we got in, that it used to trigger when you bought the device. Now, because we've come in and given feedback, it now comes in, it triggers once you get your device. So literally you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And the worst case scenario is you try it for 2 weeks and you send it back and you get your money back. Best case scenario, it completely changes your life and alters it in every aspect, just like it has in not just on the frequency level of your health, but what does that mean when you get your health right? What does that mean? You have more energy to pour into other things. You're able to attract more opportunities. You're able to be more present with your partner. You're able to, you know, make double, triple, quadruple the amount of money. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I guarantee it is on the other side of the vibration that you can gain from this device being in your life. Because we're living proof of that. We're living proof of that. We both had jobs primarily with this, and now it's truly transformed not just the quality of our life with our career, but also everything as a subsequent factor of that. So despite coronavirus.
That's it. Yeah.
So
it's crazy, guys. Like, yeah, wherever you're at right now, whether you start on a smaller machine, you know, the Healy Gold, you can upgrade at any point. Just to answer that question, there are some delays, but once it does arrive, then the 2 weeks money back guarantee starts as well. There's also a promotion in the first 30 days of when you purchase your Healy. If you recommend it to 3 other people, you get an upgrade as well. Whether if you start on the resonance machine, the top machine, and you sell 3 of any of them, you get upgraded with a free resonance. Or if you started on the €500 machine and sell 3, you get upgraded to the next one for free as well. So yeah, and if you want an upgrade, you just pay the difference. Cool.